Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds here at the comic shop. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
G'day.
Nitin.
Hello.
Fummy.
Hey.
And Dave.
Where's this NFC thing on this thing?
Uh,
Touch your smartphone to the camera.
Like NFI.
You fiddling with your camera? During our very...
You're the one that told me bring it, Dylan.
And I told you that because Jason told me that.
But it was in a different context. He wanted to fight you. He was saying, bring it.
That's right. Okay, our featured comics this week. What are you holding? Okay, Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead, #1.
Yes.
And Old Dog, #1.
Yes.
Is that a rock wraparound cover?
Yes, it is. I like it. I like it. I like it.
I like it.
Excellent.
It was good.
For you listeners out there, the back of Sergeant Rock, it's a poster for Black Adam with, the rock on it.
That's racist.
Jokes are
He
funniest
likes
when
to
they
be
need
called
to be
Dwayne
explained.
nowadays.
They can't see.
Do they?
What?
Does he?
Yeah, he's
prefer-
Dwayne.
Yeah, he's Dwayne.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Has been like that for a long time.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Okay, we got an announcement for Deadpool 3 this week. Everyone except for us is very excited about that.
You see the second one? There was two.
Yeah,
I
but
saw
it was
the
kind of
first
just
one.
the same thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're sitting in whatever. It's
Yeah.
garbage.
Yes.
Can't wait to talk about it.
Episode 4 of Andor.
Yeah.
That I think everybody watched except for me and Dave.
I watched like 3/4 of the latest episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the episode, Dave.
She-Hulk episode 7.
Yep.
And Dave's spooky film flashback for Halloween.
Say it.
It's
The
astounding.
Rocky Horror Picture
Horror
Show.
picture show. Yes, that's right. Horror.
I should choose Hotel Transylvania just because of this rule you've
I
created.
give up if that's the case. I think we're done. No more movies.
Oh, that movie. Boy.
Thank God for Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, let's...
Agreed.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Comics.
All right, stick this in your face, but Sergeant Rock. What do we think, gentlemen? We all read this?
Yeah.
Except for Dave?
Yes.
This was good. I thought this is good, but a little...
A little clunky.
Yeah, writing... Bruce Campbell clearly not a professional writer, but I really like the idea. And the art, Rizzo.
And without giving too much away, what I really liked was we've seen lots of different zombie iterations, versions, takes. I like what they did and how they did it with this one. Not going to give it away because it's definitely a good part of the book. But it was just something a little bit different. Combined a couple of different things, and you didn't like it?
No, because I've seen it in a movie.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. We'll talk about that offline.
Yes.
We'll see what that is. But yeah, I dug the art. The art was really, really cool.
it's perfect for it.
Fit perfect for
Yeah.
the
He's great.
story.
What are there?
He's great.
It's such a
cool.
fun 6-part miniseries. And it just kicked straight in. Like, there's no fluffing around.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, the title tells you what the book is about. And if that doesn't appeal to you, Bruce Campbell's writing it. He's very popular.
You get legit Nazis in the first page.
Yes.
Like Hitler is on the first page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And then a
it's,
severed head in the second page. Like, woof.
Sergeant Rock versus Nazis. It's great.
And I'd never read anything Sergeant Rock before, so I'm coming from a brand new base of not knowing squat, and didn't matter. So that's also a good...
well, he's kind of just Sergeant Fury.
Yeah, that's what I kind of guessed. And I'm like, well, that's all I need. And he's got his crew that he has, and yeah, it was great.
Probably maybe a touch more... A little bit more realism than, say, Fury. Even the 60s Fury,
Yeah.
I think. Mm-hmm. That'd be...
Yeah, well, that was more a very spy, espionage at that point too with Fury, as opposed to the war stuff, wasn't it?
Oh, even the war stuff. Like, the war stuff is, whatever. But I think just the Kubitness in the old days just gave it a bit more
It's a bit more
real
creepy.
than your Kirby army man. Like, just a bit more turned up.
Yep.
I think Rock was a little more real, but not really. But but yeah, it was great. And I think the clunkiness might get better because this is the explanation.
Yeah. Just set up.
Yeah, because that's where a lot of the clunkiness
There
come
wasn't
from.
a
I
lot of
thought.
exposition in it.
Yeah, it wasn't quite smooth
Yeah.
as you would like.
Oh, here's the Nazi zombies. Here's your gear. Here's
Yeah.
your binoculars. Here's your cell phone.
That wasn't too bad.
It was cool.
I thought it was cool.
No, it was cool.
like
It was
the-
cool. But the execution
Yeah.
was not, like, polished. But it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, he's not a dude that writes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an actor. He's great, but
I think it would have
it'll
been
get better and better.
cool as a Black Label.
Yeah.
I know it's a horror, DC horror, whatever that actually means. I'm not sure, but I think this would have worked really cool as a Black Label.
Just give him that little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the first DC horror stuff?
No.
Soul Plumber.
Or the Conjuring.
Yeah,
rubbish.
Conjuring.
They've just got more little stickers to think on things that they don't need. You know what they need? Elseworlds. That's it.
Yeah.
Stick an Elseworlds symbol on everything. Much better. Now, in a similar vein, I guess, sort of. Old Dog, issue 1. Who read this?
Yeah.
What do you think, Foms?
Excellent.
This is good.
Is this kind of just... Oh, go ahead. King of Spies?
No.
Yeah? It
That's
seems
what I
similar.
Yes.
The solicit made it sound
That's
similar.
sort of, yeah, that's the base sort of things is similar.
It's got a, I won't say essence, but there's a, not even really a similarity, but I can understand from what you saw of from, I think it was the original previews,
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like that. But no,
Okay,
it
cool.
is
Just the basic premise. Like the very most basic.
well, he was a like a CIA black op person that was part of a crew, and there was a lot of shit went down, and kind of then got shit canned a bit, and I don't know how much more I want to say.
Yeah,
There's-
there's a bit of a... It definitely doesn't go where I thought it was going to go.
No, and then
'Cause I
the
thought it was
last-
going to be a bit, way more
Okay.
King of Spies.
and then the
way
last
more
page,
red.
and then the last page had another twist
Yes.
at the end. So, yeah, because and then a couple of deceiving panels, because I thought that he might have been young again, but
Yeah.
But
I
then-
was very confused for
I think-
a bit then. You
I
know what's
almost
going on?
feel like that was I don't know. It can't have been because his editors and everything and stuff up. But the next panel, he's old and grizzly again.
At the bit in the hospital?
Yeah.
Because I haven't read it, I just saw the pictures, and my take is that he thinks he's young and he looks in the picture and then he realises he's old.
Because the way he's feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I like that.
that's what I
could take
took
that.
from the picture.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you're like, oh, okay, I see what's
Yeah, they
happening.
do
And
some-
then you turn the page and you're like, well, 2 pages, I think, and then you see, what the fuck? I had to go back.
Yeah,
Did I misread this?
maybe
Yeah.
they say someone wakes up, I'm like, I feel young, it's like 50 years has passed and you turn the camera around
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, they go look from young to old.
So yeah,
It was
this
already
is,
old.
That's what. That's it.
Older.
Well, like
But that's my
reverts
take
back
on
to
it.
that.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any older, perhaps. So he goes on a mission. There is a very strange contraption that explodes and crazy things ensure. I don't really say too much more. But if you like your CIA, your espionage, things being redacted, it's right up your alley if you like into those kind of things. If you like King of Spies, you'll definitely like this. If you like, what else can you just kind of talk in that regard?
I thought the thing that reminded me most was Red.
Yeah, definitely.
The old Warren Ellis jobby.
And Declan Shalvey, I'm trying to think.
Moon Knight.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
And lots of stuff.
Yes.
But Moon Knight is what you think. And that really fit, actually.
Yeah. It was a really good week for some independent books,
Yes,
actually.
books. All right. Well, continue on. The Roadie from Dark Horse, #1.
Yeah. I read this one as well.
Yeah, I read this today.
This
Finished it.
I had no idea. Just thought it was about a old school heavy metal roadie. I thought, that looks okay. The art looks all right. I'll check it out. Not what I expected. We are looking at warlocks and demons and banishments and
Ring style TV ladies.
yes, daughters and sons of Satan and taken over, and it is really not what I expected whatsoever, but really enjoyed the ride. Yeah, not cultish stuff, but yeah, hard religion and demonic. He's the most sought after roadie in town, but also fights demons,
Yes.
as the usual roadie does.
Yes.
That's not a stretch in this world that we live in.
But like, it's played serious.
Really serious.
Where like that concept, you would think a bit more lighter, fun, fluffy sort of gagginess, but it's pretty
Oh.
straight.
and then and they're talking about like this succubus, and like he has relations with this young lady, and then she leaves, and then he pops on a porno, So it's like you can never get enough because that's what they say around the.
Okay.
You leave your love with them and stuff like that. It's quite dark and it's devil at the crossroads kind of shit. I really dug it. I think it's intriguing where it's going to go. It started it well, so I'm intrigued to where it goes next.
For sure.
Especially with the chick in LA and stuff.
Yeah. That bit was excellent.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
What's going on there? All right, next up, what's this one called, Dylan?
Briar, issue 1. Who read this?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I think I flicked, but I didn't read
Okay.
it.
Okay, this is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's basically a dark fantasy take on Sleeping Beauty. So,
That's what you told me about. Yeah.
yeah. So it's named Briar because her name in the fairy tale is Briar Rose. And obviously it starts the way the fairy tale did. She pricks herself on a spinning wheel and she falls asleep. And she gets married off to this other prince from this other kingdom. And he becomes king. And then he's like, hold on, why am I going to kiss her and wake her up? I'm king now. If I just rule by myself, it'll be easier. So,
Smart man.
so he leaves her. And the kingdom goes to war. And 100 years later, it's completely dead and everyone's gone. And the princess gets woken up by some mysterious dude who goes in, kisses her, and then leaves. And
Named Dave.
yeah, that's right. Giant rats everywhere, crazy monsters, and she looks like a zombie the whole time because she's been asleep for 100 years. And it's written fantastically. It's great, like very poetic, very Shakespeare kind of flavor to it.
We got a map in the back too.
Yeah, fantasy map. Can't go wrong with a fantasy map.
Fantasy maps usually go in the front of the book.
Yeah.
That's true.
Intro.
That's a good point actually.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts about this is after she gets woken up, she's got to fight off this rat, and then she eats the rat because there's nothing else to eat. And then there's a panel with her just kind of huddling up by the fire, and she does not want to go back to sleep. She's terrified of sleep.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was great.
Because you wouldn't, right?
Yeah, that was really cool.
You would-
It's something you wouldn't think of like, in that part of the story. Yeah.
Yeah. So
To sleep again.
The other chick, she's great.
yeah, like it was like a weird fantasy race
like-
kind of thing.
yeah.
Like it was like a water person or something.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so, right? Yes, because she's dying in the
Like a fish
desert.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Yeah.
And she spoke weirder, but it was good. She's in a willow cage.
Yes. Slave trading and whatnot. going
Yeah.
on. Yeah, like dark, pretty dark.
It was very, very interesting first issue.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna buy it at first, but and then, I read it. I'm like, okay, no, I'm on board. This is on my order now.
Yeah, no.
Big fan.
Yeah. If you like your fantasy stuff, highly recommend. It was good.
Good twist on an old school story.
Yeah. And such a simple twist.
And executed well too.
And like, I'm hanging to find out who the mystery person is that woke her up.
Yes.
Right? You're like, ooh, who, why, where? Yeah, that's good. All right, next up. Hell is a squared circle from Aftershock.
You get-
Oversized one shot.
You're getting spoiled with wrestling.
The
comics.
wrestling book's coming out the wazoo. This was pretty good.
Yeah, it was brutal. Very I said to Jace yesterday, it just if I hadn't read Crimson Cage already,
Yeah.
I think I would have liked this a lot more.
This
Yeah.
timing's not
And I
great.
still liked it.
Yes.
But I think after Crimson Cage, it's like, and it probably isn't. It just feels like it's jumping on the Crimson Cage.
Oh, for
it's
sure,
like,
for sure.
oh, that happened. We'll do this.
Yeah.
But it probably isn't. It just sometimes things happen at the same
All
time.
right.
It's like
Yeah,
the
what I mean.
Prestige and the Illusionist
Yeah,
when they came
yeah.
out.
Haven't
at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's- But I really liked it about a dude who is a heel in the territories back in the 70s. Sort of decides to go into business for himself and then runs away
Yeah.
without giving too much away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reinvents himself in Canada and then past catches up with him
Yeah.
and
Nice.
stuff happens. Like I'm saying, I enjoyed it, but after Crimson Cage, it was
Because it's not as brutal
no.
as Crimson Cage, and not as real as Crimson Cage, and Crimson Cage also just being a mini
Yeah,
gets to flesh out more. You know, this is
Just
40 pages.
Yeah,
you know?
one shot.
Um,
I really like the art.
Yes.
The art was great.
Yeah, very cool.
Very like neon sort of color
Yeah,
palette.
yeah.
Not completely, but you know.
Yeah, no, the colours pop.
Yeah.
And it's gritty too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very gritty.
it's colourful. It's hard to do colourful and gritty at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think they did do a good job.
So yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I got no issues with the book really, and just more wrestling books that are good.
Yeah. No.
You got Crimson Gauge, you have Do a Power Bomb, which freaking rules, and then this, of the three, this is number 3.
Yes. I would
But,
say that's
you
fair.
know,
All right, next up, Image Comics. A lot of number ones this week. Flawed. I read this. I think this is the variant cover, actually. I read this. I'll be honest. I thought the art was pretty ugly, but the story is quite interesting. A lady has lost her daughter to a serial killer, and no one seems to want to do anything. And the serial killer skins you. And so she's talking to her therapist. And spoilers, because it's the whole thing, I think. The therapist goes and kills the serial killer.
yeah, proactive.
Yeah. So it was good.
Yeah.
Story was good. I like some of the more...
Wait, so they know who the serial killer is?
Well, I think they have ideas and he's connected sort of deal, right?
But they can't do anything because...
Because he's paying people off is what I assume is the...
Right.
You know what I mean? But she don't care.
Hmm.
But then there's a twist
What twist?
about the serial killer that I will keep. And I'm like, what is going on here? But it was cool. And like the brutal parts are pretty good in the art department. But in general, I think it's a bit sloppy, is what I thought. A bit thick-lined, which I'm not really a big fan of. But it did fit when I was reading it. When I first flicked for it, I was like, ugh. But when I read it, I was like, oh no, this is good.
Last page, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... Yeah, hard to say that too much, but...
Oh, I love this cover.
The cover's awesome, isn't it? This buildings look like buildings as teeth.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, the art's not my exact cup of tea.
Nah.
But a good story can.
Yeah, if you're in it... not too bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of... Tim Drake Robin, number 1. So Tim Drake's got his own book now. I guess it's spinning out of his stories from Urban Legends. He lives in a houseboat in a broken down marina for some reason.
Okay.
See?
No, we can't.
It's gone.
Okay. Lives at a marina.
Oh.
I don't know why. He lives at a marina by himself on his houseboat with weird neighbours and spoilers, the neighbour gets murdered. And so Tim calls the cops in and yeah, it wasn't great.
He's on art.
Rossimo,
Yeah.
he's got certain books he fits. Superhero ones are not them. With his goofy heads. This was a cool page with that cross cut out of the
Oh, that's
you know,
kind of cool.
his heads are I don't know.
Like old mate the Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was not great. And the whole... very heavy on Tim and Tim's new outlook on life.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't really care, but, you know, okay, cool. It seems a little forced. Because I thought that was the case before. But we've got to try to give Tim some identity, I guess.
Is this Robin or
Yeah, Tim Drake Robin.
Archie?
Archie on crack. But yeah, it was not great. Like, just the art put me off a lot, and I just didn't care. I liked him. Tim's the best Robin there is by far. I think very interesting, usually, but I just didn't.
Oh
care.
wow, those heads are terrible.
For the last couple of years, I've been trying to give him something.
Yeah.
First, it was he's the smart one.
Yep.
I think they're just still trying to figure out what to do with him.
Yeah. Because he got screwed once they brought Damien in.
Yeah.
He had no role.
There's 2 Robins now.
Yeah. Yeah. Dick's the first. Damien's the real son. Jason's the bad one.
I like Yeah, just not on a Robin book.
Yeah, I like Rossimo on his sort of more image stuff and some different stuff. I've liked him on books before, but they keep trying him on different DC books, and it just like he was on Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That fit a bit better.
Harley Quinn's probably one of the best
Yeah,
fits.
but the heads are a bit hard to look at.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the art. I don't mind it, but yeah, in that it doesn't fit Robin book.
No.
I don't think. Anyway.
Yes. Actually, I might need that for someone. Next up. Superman Space Age #2.
Damn, this was good.
Damn, this was long.
Yes, it was.
So long, man.
Oh, worthwhile.
I can
like,
deal
you
with
get
it
your
because it's
money's
the
worth.
Lords.
Yeah. Not as good as the first issue, I didn't think.
No,
I agree.
I didn't think so.
It's still good.
Man, Ulrich's Brainiac. Holy shit, he looks cool.
Yeah, they're all.
Or is everything?
This is
I like his
I can't remember how long the time period was in the first book. This is a longer, like the 70s, I think, more 70s.
Yeah.
It's probably like 5 years or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
They probably, yeah.
And there's like a lot of Justice League stuff, a lot of Batman stuff.
Heaps
In
of
this
I think
Batman
too much
book.
Batman, maybe.
I did like his Batman suit costume changes every single time.
Yeah.
As he upgrades it, which was
Oh.
cool.
No, my favorite bit of the Batman bit is he steps down from Wayne because that's not helping stuff. I'm gonna do it, and then
Maxwell Lord.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is great. But also just the realization is like, oh, I could be helping that way as
Yeah.
well.
Which was cool.
Two-fisted.
Yeah, there was a lot of Batman, and I don't feel there was enough Justice League stuff. You saw the stuff in the hall, but you didn't get really a hell of a lot besides the last battle.
With Brainiac.
Well,
Yeah.
also just you don't need to flesh out each character, but you've done a lot with Batman and Superman. Why don't you? And like Flash got a tiny bit.
I like the Flash stuff.
The Flash stuff was great, and Hal got screwed over.
Yeah, Hal got some in the first issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But that was kind of pre-Green Lantern.
yeah, and
That was
But yeah, and like the way this, like, you want me to care, but you haven't really given me enough reason to care.
Yeah.
well, he did destroy an asteroid.
What was with that?
Yeah, like, look,
Thanks.
it's not too much.
The first couple of times was good. It didn't need to be those
Yeah.
last couple.
But
I
just
got pushed a little
this,
too much.
this underlying sense of just Superman being a bit braggy, and
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Like, it wasn't enough for me to hate it,
No.
but it was still a bit too much for my liking. And like signing autographs at first, but then there's an explanation for that later.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That was a great payoff.
Yeah.
And we got another war story. That was excellent.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that was
another
good.
great
That's-
war story.
That might have been the highlight of the book for me,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, Toby, mate, Toby. That was really sad. That was really well done. Yeah, no, I love the book. But yeah, I just feel a couple of others could be fleshed out a little bit more as opposed to so much about. Actually, I also like the Lois stuff with the Watergate.
Lois is so good in this
Yeah.
series.
So well
very
in
good.
this. And then Clark actually standing up for her
Yeah.
with the others in the
Yeah.
bullpen and saying, you know, there's reasons that people, like, sides go down. It's the it was the wusses. It's
Yeah.
the people that are too afraid to have a go. Yeah, it's really well done. But yeah, bloody hell, it's, you know, it's good. You set a good half hour to 40 minutes aside for that book.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
meaty, yeah.
Come on, we're not all library boys. Calm down. Some of us takes a little bit longer. And we
We
like
like
to
pictures.
enjoy the look of the pictures, all right?
Pew pew.
Maybe if it was like a mini.
Yeah, because
It'd
it's a
be
free parter.
patience.
This could have been
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And I think it would have worked better.
Yeah, maybe.
Enable money.
But it's good. It's good.
It's great. Always.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
And the Brainiac and Anti-Monitor stuff is
Very
very
cool.
different, right?
Very different, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool, but...
Because Harbinger wasn't with Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
And Brainiac traveling through the multiverse is
Yes. No, that was cool, actually. Yeah, I really liked it. Really liked it.
Did you see the all red? There's the.
new. Yes.
Yeah,
1
you
in
see,
250 or something.
Is that what it is?
Yes. So you can put that back.
Nim's like, hey, you getting...
No, I knew you wouldn't.
I didn't even hear what Tylee said before I said, nah.
Nah.
It was like a question, like, yeah,
Yes.
you wouldn't be getting this much.
No.
I knew you wouldn't.
Alrighty, next up. The triumphant return of Human Target number 7.
Woo!
1 to 6 available in hardcover.
Good job, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
That time you said something.
This was good.
So good.
So damn good.
Yeah.
I love all the
Back to its brilliance.
the
the red herrings of who it is all the time.
Yes.
Oh, it's fire. No, it's not fire. It's probably still ice.
So I just love that they're still
Yeah.
glossing over the fact that they murdered Guy Gardner in the previous issue.
Right?
Yeah,
there's
but
one little
It was
thing
ages
like
ago, Dylan.
Yeah, it was like 5 months
Relax.
ago.
They're coming looking. They're looking
Well,
to make sure
they're
no one's
definitely-
looking for him.
Who's going to look for Guy Gardner? No one likes him.
Yes. But yeah, like a fire and ice working together,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
That's why you can throw a guy under the bus. You know?
Yeah. Like what Fire said, that
Yeah.
could just be bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're working. They're together.
Mm.
I love him at the top of the Ferris wheel, and he's like, "This could pose a problem. She can fly." It's like, I can't. There's only one way I can get down.
No, it's good, and the art is great.
Oh, for sure.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
It is amazing. Is that the reason it's late?
yeah, because he was having a baby or something.
Makes sense then. Yeah,
So yeah, you give him a pass. And like his art, like this on everything, I wouldn't like, but 100% fits exactly the style they're going for here. Both just the like detective stuff and yeah.
But even just at the start when they're dancing in the club,
Yeah.
just the whole mood of that with the crooning lyrics in the background,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it's unlike anything else going.
But it was still even very different to his Moon Knight stuff as well.
Oh, very.
He's pretending to be Lex Luthor to get the Ferris wheel.
Yes.
It's great.
So good.
Oh, saying no to that. Good job.
Mhm.
If you tried the ice, that's if you wouldn't want to try the fire. Get some steam going.
Yeah, so if you haven't picked any of it up, as Dave said, hardcover is available for $6.
In the shop, I'm taking one today.
There you go.
Oh,
Is there
yeah.
another one?
There are.
He's paying
There
for
is
it.
another one.
That's
There is
right.
another one. Good luck.
Alright, moving on. Batman Detective Comics 1064. Tell us
So
all about it,
good.
Nitin.
What happened in this issue? Oh yeah, Batman goes to get a checkup.
It's the
And
best bit.
Yeah, in the beginning, and the doctor's like, "Oh, you've got, stuff that hasn't healed properly over the years." Oh, and Batman's like, "I'm a thrill seeker, plan to be billionaire playboy." And the doctor's like, "Oh, did you think that maybe you're having panic attacks?" And Batman's like, "Ugh," and vanishes.
Yeah, just
Bruce Wayne
Batman
vanishes.
ghosts him.
And goes and punches a dude in with his protection.
Yeah.
Just two.
As he's like, fucking panic attacks.
No, it's so good. Bear continues on with anyone. Stuff with the Death's Head, like the Talia
Yeah.
and all the machinations of that, and then the organs. They're coming into town. You're just setting everything up.
Well, like those first
So
couple
well.
pages, you're like, this
Ooh.
is not a Batman book.
That fairy tale where he
Yes.
tells Talia tells Damien,
Yeah.
so good.
It's
I know it's
so different from a Batman book.
100%. I like the
it's so
art.
good.
I like the coloring. I like the lettering in this.
Yes,
The lettering is so good. It sounds weird,
it's got the best backup going in comics.
which sort of tying
Yeah.
into the front in the main
Yeah.
story too. Because at the end of that,
No,
I don't know. It's a really good book. Ron V is killing it.
yeah,
What's his third?
yeah,
Okay, 3 more.
yeah. It's crazy. Like they both start new. Batman and Detective both get new creative teams, and both are just annihilating it. Both different ways, which is what you want out of them too. You want them to be different. But I think that's been a problem for a long time. There hasn't been such a really since 52. Batman was the A book, and Detectives easily the B.
Yeah. In Rebirth, they tried, Detective was the team book
Yeah,
with Batwoman and...
which is cool because you
Tim
try
Drake.
something, right?
And, Cassandra Cain and stuff.
But-
But yeah, I'm pretty sure after that, it was, just another Batman book.
Yeah. Yeah, great. All right, next up, DC Vampires number 9. Anybody reading this?
No.
Not anyone
I'm
reading
gonna wait
this?
for the complete trade because
Yeah,
they've done the first half of
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then doing a second mini as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
doing
yeah.
all out war.
Yeah, you don't need that.
But yeah, I'll buy the trade when I put it in one big trade. That'll take a while since.
This was good. This is one of the better issues, actually, I thought. Because you got a couple of fronts. You got Ollie's gone off by himself. because the vampires are keeping people in pens, like full concentration camps.
Oh wow.
And like he wants to go save them, and the rest of the heroes like canarying him should have a fight because she's like, no, we've got to do the greater good. You know, we've got to go whatever. He's like, they're eating people. You know, Ollie being Ollie just goes off by himself, and he's killing a couple of guards, and who's running that fits perfectly for Ollie. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that because they don't like each other. Well, the other thing is there's smuggling Supergirl, who's fully drained because she hasn't had sun forever. They're taking her to Australia to juice her up with some sun, and the new Black Manta and
we've got to help her out.
new Black Manta and Steel has taken her there, and then they get attacked by Aquaman and the Atlanteans and find out who Black Manta is, and there's some cool shit. I've quite liked this. Yes, it's very good.
Oh, very good.
Very good. Did anybody? Hey? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the reveal.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
That's cool.
100%.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Next up, Thunderbolts 2. Anybody reading Thunderbolts?
I forgot that came out this week.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Lucky you don't work in the shop or anything. You don't play anyone's.
Yeah, that's right.
It was
So-
good.
That's why I missed you.
If anyone's got it in their standing order, you might want to check you got it this week.
Okay, so
I just love the cover. I love word bombs on a cover,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this one is excellent.
yes.
Who is this guy? His name is literally in the title above you.
So Hawkeye, it starts off Hawkeye slept in and is late to press conference. Cage is filthy. And then he...
Oh, hang on. Did you go back and read that Avengers Hawkeye from last week?
No, yeah.
Okay.
So that guy's... So that guy's sent out. This monster guy... he's got some kids at a museum or whatever. And they try to take him down. But... yeah, that doesn't work. Well, because he's not the bad guy. And he's cute. And the kids love him. So the PR people put him on the team.
Egro.
Yes. Kids love Egro. It's just
But what is he? We still don't know.
like an alien or something.
Some alien.
Or a monster. No, he's a monster. I think he's from Monster. Like that's why he's there. He hasn't gone there to cause trouble. They're obviously having like a monster statue exhibition, like all the monsters, and he's not there, so he's annoyed. So he starts attacking because they don't have a effigy of him or whatever. And then he's like thanking the Thunderbolts because they beat up the statues of bloody, I don't know, Mole Man or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a really fun, goofy comic.
Is he massive or is he tiny?
He's tiny.
Okay.
He's like puck size.
Because it's a little bit deceiving off the cover.
Yes.
Right.
Because in the first, is it in the cover or the promos, you've seen this thing. You're like, what is this thing? And then now, I don't know. It's good. And like, Rambo tells Hawkeye basically, yeah, I'm just here to clean up the mess when you fuck it all up. He's like, really? I'm like, oh, poor Hawkeye. But just fun. Alrighty. Thor 27. Guest starring Venom.
Bummy? It's a verdict.
I'm a bit worried about. Well, I'm already worried definitely about the Venom book, but we're looking at the current previews and what's coming up with the writing. I'm a little bit worried for Thor and Hulk as well in regards to Mr. Cates.
Yes, hopefully everything's
Big time.
okay
He
there.
gets himself sorted and
Yes.
gets back on deck again because his writing is absolutely awesome and he's a brilliant inspiration to comic book readers out there. So I hope he does sort out whatever he needs to sort out. Also, don't know what's going to happen with Vanish. I guess whatever's in the bag will come out and then work from there. But this was pretty disjointed.
Because like
It's also
scripted by Ewing, right?
yeah.
And you can just tell the dialogue just doesn't fit like the Cates.
Especially since we've just been
stuff.
reading it as well with the Banner of War stuff. Like, you've been getting a really good
Thor's voice just sounds different. Which is it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was very noticeable. And like Ewing's good, but just I don't know.
Yeah. It talks about like so what Venom's up to what issue 11 I think at the moment or something like that. Maybe not even.
Not
yeah.
even. 9?
And they're talking about stuff that happens in Venom 17 with Bedlam's son.
Excuse
Yeah, you know,
me.
you get the little asterisk deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're gonna read
Find
about
out more in Venom 17, Time Travelers.
seriously.
Yeah.
Because it's a character that Thor fought back in the day that Bedlam also, or Venom also had a run-in with coming up.
I think though, this book is 3 months late. So if they had to come out on time,
Holy shit.
like it's like a year away from Thor Venom then at the time, right?
Man.
Yeah.
It is exactly that.
Because the Thor stuff was cool, like the Loki conversation, and like the Don Blake stuff coming back around.
Very
Because I wasn't
interesting.
sure if they were
Thor-
trying to make you forget about that, but clearly not.
No. And then, yeah, it gets quite disjointed at the end, and there's a new Mjolnir, and I don't know. Look, this Venom little arc is only 2 issues long, because then the new artist and new writer comes on for... What was the new part in the previews? Can't remember. Yeah, but yeah, so... I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, it's a great book. It's one of Jay's faves, so it's going to be intriguing on what does end up. But I think it's... Someone's returning. I think it might be the artist that's returning, not the writer, as a previous Thor artist. But yeah,
The fill-in writers, I think, done a lot of the Valkyrie stuff.
Okay.
And it was like Jason Aaron's boy.
Right.
Would always co-write the Valkyrie stuff with him and stuff. So obviously trying to get a Thor guy to a point. Gorn or whatever.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up I read Genis-Vell, Captain Marvel. This was good.
Genis-Vell?
Yeah, Genis-Vell.
Genis-Vell?
Genis-Vell.
This was good. Not a lot to say. I thought you might like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get some explanations and stuff, so I don't want to spoil it for me or anyone else really, but
Yeah,
it was just also good, you know. Like,
put
it's
away
just-
for them, you know.
and it's
It's just you. You're in too early.
it's just solid. We'll say that.
Cool.
All right, next up, Captain America, symbol of
Captain
truth.
Marvel.
That's the one. Number 5, 4.
Which one's that? That's the Sam one.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
one. So this was cool actually. So Tim vs Black Panther. Because what's happening in the book? Like they're taking refugees from America to Wakanda.
Right.
That's going to end well.
You can come to Wakanda because Wakanda's open to the public, like to the world.
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
isolated nation. They've got a prime minister and all that sort of rubbish.
I think
Um,
that's interesting.
Right.
That's a great, could be a
But,
great
like,
result for a lot of people.
The White Wolf is causing problems behind the scenes, and there's some people, and so Sam's gone there. He's asked to go and to get help. Like, there's going to be a terrorist attack there. Stuff's going down. No, we can handle it. So he just smuggles himself in there. So Black Panther and him have a fight. Sam saves the day from the terrorist sort of thing, but then still gets kicked out of the country, and because you're an American, you're
It's an
wearing the
international
flag, bro.
incident, Yeah.
And then, it's a bit spoilery, but because of his actions, everybody's immigration is stopping. No more refugees. People that are there going to
You've
get
ruined it for
deported.
everybody, Samuel.
Yeah, they're all going to get deported.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And
Good job, Sam.
Yeah, and because clearly
Talk
it's
about
the White
taking your
Wolf.
toys out of the
Yeah.
cot. No, because he came in, no one can come in. You're all going to go home. Jesus.
If I can't have it, no one
Yeah,
else can.
I'm a big fan of the White Wolf character, so he's clearly the one pulling the strings. So
Nice.
I'm digging that a lot. Both cat books are great. They're very different, but both good.
Yeah, I can't wait for Sentinel next week.
Yeah, all right.
This week.
Yeah. Next up, Ant-Man number 3. We all read this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I read it.
Oh yeah, so
No,
good.
Dave.
No.
Tell us about it, Dylan.
Okay, so each issue is focusing on a different Ant-Man This one is Scott Lang's issue.
Yes.
And it's set kind of modern.
Very
Like right
modern.
now.
Right,
now.
modern as.
Yeah, because you've got the
Thor's hammer.
Celestial...
Oh, the Celestial and also Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Stature's full stature is like,
And
Stinger or whatever.
like with the last 2 issues, basically, every Ant-Man is in the issue
Yes.
in one way or another. And so you obviously got Ultron, who is also Hank,
Yeah.
because that's how it
Stupid.
is right now. But the way it ends is... What the hell is that last page?
What are we going to find out?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
that Ultron stuff is so good.
Yeah. Well, I was like, Scott's not really the star of this, I didn't think, right? Like,
Oh, no.
No.
Not
You
at
know?
all.
it's Black Ant show. I was like,
Which I was
alright,
okay with.
Double O Grady.
Yeah.
Um,
So I didn't know Black Ant is like a robot?
yeah,
Okay.
but it's him, but it's not. Like,
What? Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's kind of like his personality.
Uploaded into a robot?
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
But just evil.
Just more evil.
Switch on the evil side.
Not evil. Like, evil.
yeah, it's
yes.
the evil and the good switch.
Because I don't really read much Marvel. The
Yeah.
Hank Pym Ultron stuff.
Yeah.
What is that from?
It was some rubbish book.
Oh, was it something called Ultron Agenda? Was that Avengers or something? Or was that Iron Man?
There was an Avengers.
Oh yeah, it's in Iron Man actually. I
Okay.
think. Yes,
No wonder.
it was rubbish.
It's Iron Man. for
Rubbish.
sure. But that is continuity.
Yeah, yeah,
canon.
yeah.
He's half Ultron and dead.
And like, I do understand the idea of it, right? Like, back to the Maker sort of thing, and like a circle. I do, but I like Hank.
I'd be more okay if Ultron just killed him.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hank. Like,
Scientist Supreme, man.
that was the best Hank stuff they did.
Hells yes, it was.
And then they took that away.
So alright, so back to that. Is he wearing half an Ultron costume? Or is he half full robot android?
Yeah, he's
half
like,
human?
he's Cable.
So,
But two-face cable kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So going on.
so just the head. Not the whole body.
Oh no, I think like he's fairly integrated.
Oh, is this after Secret Wars where they made it up and then Pym suddenly appears and he's at half Ultron?
Was that after Secret Wars?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty sure it's after Secret Wars. And like they're re-establishing everyone. And then Pym shows up. It's like, oh, he turns out to be half Ultron at
Yes,
the same
yes,
time.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
But it's rubbish. I don't like it. It's cool because it's wasted 2 characters. I don't think it makes. Definitely doesn't make Hank more interesting, and I don't think it makes Ultron.
No.
Like, I just like Ultron being Ultron.
Yeah.
It just sort of, like I said, it sort of works. Like, you know.
It's kind of up in the air in the issue.
Yeah.
Like, was it Scott saying like you're not
Yeah, you're not Hank.
You're just
Yeah.
pretend. You just think you're
Yeah,
Hank.
yeah. So I'm like, oh, are we gonna fix Hank in this? And we're gonna get Hank back at the end of it? That'd be cool.
Hope so, but
Maybe it's Hank in the future.
oh.
Who is the Ant-Man?
That's what I was thinking. When I was reading, like, it's future Hank.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Alternate Hank from
Different.
alternate timeline is trying to
Just
fix
give me
stuff.
Yellow Jacket if anything.
Yeah.
So is it a 4-parter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
more.
cool. Yeah.
Which is this week.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, this coming week.
It's in the thing. It's listed.
Okay.
There's something else that comes out this week that's really crazy
And
too.
there was 2 Marvel books this week that just came out the week before.
Yeah.
Like they're just doubling up on a lot of things.
I guess because of the delay, they sort of
Still trying to catch up.
yeah put
It's
stuff
weird.
out real fast so they can catch up and stuff.
It's weird. All right, Amazing Spider-Man number 10. It's a Judgment Day tie-in.
And it's got really good art.
Is that sarcasm?
Yes.
Oh, bro.
The sarcasm meter just broke.
Look at this.
Oh boy.
Now it's by Nick Dragotta. For the most part, the art's fine, except for the faces.
And there's so many
It's
faces.
the eyes. It's the eyes. I can see it from here. It's just the
Yeah.
eyes.
I wouldn't say
That's
just
not
the
just
eyes.
the eyes, Dave.
Like Osborn's head is the leader shape.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't get to it. But yeah, the art is not.
Look at that.
Nah, I reckon if the eyes were different, they'd all look pretty good.
Anyway, the good part is the story's great.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it
So-
ties in around. No, go, Dave.
I see Gwen out the front. Is
Yeah,
that like
so-
the Celestial in
Yes.
disguise?
Thanks for.
Oh,
That'll be my guess. I mean,
I don't
because
know.
once they bring her back, if they ever do, it's just like
brought it back a million fucking times.
Yeah, I know, but not like real continuity.
So yes, it is the Celestial kind of judging him through his day and what's going on, and the story's really cool. Very interesting. Yeah, look at that Miss Marvel head. Look at the forehead. She looks like she should be on a short bus.
Like, it just starts with him ringing Tony about, so what's the deal with these things? Oh, so if there's a dead person standing there judging me, what's going on? Never mind.
He's like, any other day that'd be weird, but today that's okay. That would be normal, mate.
And like we see other characters in the book and who's judging them or with them.
Okay.
There's some really good ones of them. Because Pete goes around to start seeing people to make sure everyone's okay, and they all can't help themselves. Even someone like Spider-Man, who is as selfless as it gets, they're all a little worried about being judged
Of course.
and being a little bit more over nice.
It's like, yeah, I did say I'd be there, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, I better go. But then when the Gwen character sees Norman, very interesting.
I hate that. What they did with that.
Bit what?
The Straczynski and Gwen and
I think they're trying to get rid of that. Best they can.
Norman. Oh, what happened when Norman saw her and stuff?
Yeah, but he would also be about killing her. Not necessarily the other parts.
I don't know.
Because he's got guilt and... he's
Oh,
good
that's right,
now.
because he's good now.
He's
That's
got all
right.
his sins
Yeah, maybe.
taken.
Until it becomes a
Maybe.
goblin.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I think he might be visited by the same person.
In the next issue.
Well, no, yeah. So,
Yes,
like,
yes,
that's
yes. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, looks terrible. Great read.
Yeah. And even the art, like, it's not terrible. It's just the faces are a bit goofy.
And look, and it's inoffensive because nothing really happens. It's all conversations in the book,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's action packed and everything in that regard either. So you're missing out on someone that could have done it so much better. It's just a lot of conversations.
It's
so.
just some shots. It's
Some are great.
some shot. Like,
Yeah.
the bit with Gwen where she's looking at him saying, I missed you something and
Yeah,
crying.
yeah,
That was a
yeah.
great shot. Great art.
But the
Yeah,
one
but I
above
think
it,
Dave is right. Like,
the
it's
eyes
the eyes.
don't help.
Yeah.
Eyes are just like 2D eyes.
Yeah.
I know it's a whole 2D book, but it's just
Yeah.
More
like
so.
2D cartoon eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cartoony.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So got a hit and miss. His East West stuff are great.
Oh, man.
Next up, Dylan, Action Comics.
Action Comics. I'm jumping.
Something or other. 1047.
1047. I jumped back on Action Comics after choosing the wrong Superman book.
Before we go any further, can you explain to me what's going on with Superman's head here?
It's
What's
a-
going on with Superman's head?
Yeah, I don't know. He's looking a little Patrick Warburton-y there.
Oh, bro, no. He's like
Buddy!
Randy Quaid looking.
This is the first part
Put it on
of
Ash.
a crossover between Action Comics and Son of Kal-El. It's kind of just capping off the War World arc that just wrapped up in Action. One of the first shots you get, the first scenes you get in this is Metallo in Stryker's Island, and he looks amazing. Because for years, since the New 52 ruined him, he was like a robot with a human face. And he had been like that for ages. It was like through Rebirth. And I don't know if he showed up earlier in Action, but yeah, he's a Terminator robot.
Yep.
And he can only talk through like a computer screen. It was really cool. And yeah, the whole issue is basically just about the consequences of the War World stuff, because Superman has brought War World back to Earth, and it's kind of orbiting Earth.
Oh, what a nice
And
guy.
there's heaps of refugees on War World because he's kind of taken over. He freed them all from Mongol, who kind of enslaved them.
Yeah.
So the UN is kind of like, yeah, what are we going to do? There's a lot of people. There might be shady. So they're trying to figure out what's going on there.
Inside the book is really nice.
Very interesting. It's very Ribic looking. Like I wouldn't have picked that for Superman.
It's better than Ribic.
I was waiting for that.
Ribic, but more detail. Ribic sometimes skims in the
I
detail.
mean, I like that.
I think it needs an inking, to be honest. Desperately could do with an inking. It just looks so much better.
Yeah, it was a good issue. It's making me even more salty that I didn't read Action. I need to buy the trades now. But I'm still buying Superman because the crossover.
1047. You haven't got far to be, mate.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Excuse me. Next up, DC Mech number 3.
I think I'm the only one that read
Yeah, I
this.
assume so.
Yeah.
We get any new robots?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
Any paint jobs?
Unfortunately, not yet. But Okay, so in the
Not much robots at all.
Superman and Batman are butting heads because they both want to lead the team, and this is Superman. Basically, he just landed on Earth, so
Oh, so he's got no Kent in him.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So he's a bit headstrong, and he's trying to rush into battle and stuff.
Yep.
Mainly because he doesn't want anyone else to get hurt. He wants to.
Take the brunt of it.
Yeah, and kind of avenge his planet too, because Darkseid blew up his planet, and his parents are dead, and he wants to.
Fair enough.
And spoilers, but not really. He gets messed up at the end by
Yeah.
Darkseid, and he crashes into Smallville.
Yeah.
And then the Kents open up the mech and they save him.
Yeah.
And they've got their own little floating farm mech thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
See that, Tom Taylor? Take away freaking Superman's origin, Dark Knights of Steel. Can't do that shit.
You just gave it to someone else. What are you talking about?
But I like that origin in Dark Knight of
appropriation.
Steel where the whole family comes in. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. That's
That's
cool.
a nice little twist. I like that.
That's interesting. Okay, just
I mean, giving it to Batman.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Right,
don't have
right.
the
No,
Kent.
no, no,
don't-
no, no,
just
go,
don't
go.
have the Kents in it if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. Or do the same thing. Like, they can help something else, but not Batman.
Yes.
Like, them having the Teen Titans,
That was great.
that was alright.
Yeah, yeah.
I was down with that, but Batman was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because the Batman thing was so...
And it's on top of
Yeah.
Batman also being half
Doesn't
Kryptonian.
deserve parents.
That's right.
Yeah,
Selfish.
he's a dick.
Sit there and watch the movie. Alright, last book in the pile. Newthink, issue 4.
How's this?
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Not the strongest one, but
Now, probably the weakest, probably.
Probably.
But it's...
but still bloody good. There's actually dialogue in this one because it's people from different circumstances, whether it be in the past or in a concentration camp or and they're talking about what life will be in the future and what people will have in the future.
Oh wow.
And then at the end, it's what people are doing with what they have in the future. It is excellent.
That's pretty cool.
It's a really cool. The whole book itself. This is issue 4. Has been a sensational concept. I will be buying the trade when it comes out and spruiking it to anyone and everyone I can. As I said, this one's probably the. How can I put it the best? The least best. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. But still really strong and just shows we really are shit. Humanity, we are terrible. We are.
Yes.
We are.
I pressed the button.
We're just the same as every all the other animals. We can do more. So we do more.
But higher brain function should be
Doesn't mean shit.
more better as opposed
No.
to yes. Yes. No.
We're friggin' animals,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Base instincts.
100%.
Yeah. You're always going to resort to that.
But you don't. What are we resorting to when we have higher brain?
We want
power?
everything!
Yeah. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's
Mass
But that's what-
extinctions
that's-
and whatnot that were caused.
What are we due for one?
the.
I got
No,
I got
for
a
legit.
shout out to the cover for the next issue.
We're going for one anyway.
It's like a broken link.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, if you have a look
It's
how
very
that.
intelligent.
If you have a look how that book finished, it's like they're asking what's next, and it's actually an open double page of what the artists draw. For the,
Yes,
not-
it's the...
it's the comic page.
Yeah, it's comic page.
Go to the second last page and show do.
Like the artboard.
Oh yeah. I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Saw that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so... But yeah, this is the first time it's actually had kind of dialogue as opposed to a monologue, so... yeah, Hurwitz is doing a great job on this.
I don't particularly like the art this time.
Yeah, but... You get this one's a bit different because a lot of it's like... graphic photos.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Stuff like that.
filtered
Yeah.
pictures.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. Goddamn draw a picture. Bitch.
Who knows? One day you might get AI art now in your comics.
He sounds happy on that.
They might draw backgrounds, though.
That's right. That's right.
You've got a program to draw backgrounds. Anything else, Dylan?
I finished off Irredeemable Ant-Man.
Oh, yes.
The whole series, you're kind of waiting for either him to learn a lesson,
Yes.
or someone to take him down a peg, and it just doesn't happen.
That's why it's so good.
Yeah, like he kind of, at the end, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna try and become a better person," but
There
he's
is
still.
a bit of a turn, but...
Right there in the title, Dylan.
Yes. No, I understand, but just storytelling convention.
100%.
Storytelling convention.
Yeah, he's
That's
got to
just-
either get his comeuppance or...
Yeah, that's generally how it
Yeah.
goes.
And he's also Kirkman.
Yeah.
But no, he yelled at this woman for not telling him about her kid. Dude,
He's the best.
Irredeemable.
that's right.
The best.
A very apt title. I think that was it
Yep.
for me. Dave didn't read anything?
No.
Okay. Nin?
I read the new issue of 8 Billion Genies.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
Oh.
Really good.
There's one more to go, isn't there?
No.
Is this 7?
No, it's like 5.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that the last one?
No, it's 8 bar.
Oh, right.
I don't want to give away a spoiler because I know you're going to buy the trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. But they might care.
Do you care?
I do not care. You
Well,
too?
Do you?
Is it us or is it also
Yeah.
the people
Oh,
out?
okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
There's
I
more
forgot.
than-
There's other people.
Sometimes
this
there's
sort
more
of-
than 5 people listening. Sometimes.
Like this issue, I can see it happening in the show because they're making a show.
Yes.
Yes.
I see how it'll transition to less
Crazy stuff?
crazy stuff, less CGI heavy.
Yeah.
But it went from first 8 hours, 8 days, 8 weeks, and 8 months. Now it's gonna jump ahead the first 80 years.
Oh.
Eight years.
Oh, eight.
The next issue is
Oh,
gonna
so
have
there's like 8 people left.
no. Like the last issue before this was, it's going to become the thinkers,
Sure.
in the ideas people, and what they're going to do with their wishes, and this one's about, because around the world, besides the bar, there's other places
Similar.
that exist similar to this, where wishes
Safe
don't,
havens,
yeah,
sort of thing.
safe havens, and yeah, what happens with that, and yeah, I don't know, it's a really good book, and I really like it.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the trade when it comes out. So,
For sure.
Sounds good.
I read the issue 3 of Skybound Afterschool.
Oh, yeah?
That was really cool.
Yep.
About a girl who is non-verbal, autistic, sort of, is sort of trying to play pranks and maybe get some attention from the siblings, and the older sister's talking to her boyfriend over there on Zoom or whatever, and he has a brother who had something, and they're sort of, sort of connecting, and he's like, don't you wish she was gone, and blah blah blah, and the house gets attacked by a serial killer, but no, not like,
No, I know, but
sort of like sympathizing.
Yeah, of
This
course,
might
of
be
course.
a little easier for everybody, not being like
no, I totally understand.
and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not saying exactly how he said it, but then the house gets attacked by a serial killer, and the girl sort of, I don't want to say Home Alone's it, but helps out, and it's a really good story. I've liked all 3 of them so far. Yeah, it's really like a little twist and a little bit of it. It's really good.
You're right, Dave?
Yeah. I'm just zoning out.
Okay, Dave. It's all right, Dave.
Excellent.
What else I read? Finished off the Justice League versus Legion.
Oh, yeah.
It's disappointing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Just disappointed now or the whole mini-series?
The whole miniseries, really.
Yeah, I stopped
I
reading.
like the first few issues,
issue
and then, just, I don't know. Maybe just ages for it to come out, or it's just
To Bendisy.
too Bendisy.
Way too Bendisy.
I didn't hate it, but it's just disappointing.
Yeah, we've heard a very similar feedback from the customers.
That's a shame.
It's just so disheartening when you open a book and the first page is just text.
Not this issue.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a first.
Then they wait till the second page.
No, it doesn't do that in this issue. It's the final, so they have to. I don't know. I was just disappointed in it. That's all.
Because the first issue, there was a really cool idea, right?
Mhm.
And then I think I read issue 2 and went, yeah.
What else I read? I think that's it.
Yeah, no, I read nothing else.
Alrighty. It does comics. Okay, this week we got an announcement about the existence of Deadpool 3. Marvel Studios. They're doing it. Ryan Reynolds. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine again.
So it's not. It's not part of the
That's
MCU.
the least of worries.
Well, the little
Logan's way in the future.
Yeah, that was like
Oh, was it?
they
He's old.
explained it in the second little teaser they released. You know, Logan's in 2029,
My
2029
biggest
or
problem, I just
something.
don't understand why they're muddying the waters.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
As
bit-
you're about to reboot the
Yeah,
X-Men,
you've just introduced it in Miss Marvel, essentially.
and you've kind of announced he's retiring a couple of years back, and people weren't happy at the time, but that's kind of, you know,
you know,
calm down a bit.
general consensus, they loved Logan,
Yes.
perfect send-off.
Yeah.
But, you know,
And then now it bottomed out, right? People
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
accepted it's
You've moved on.
yeah, but now they brought it back.
So
So
then,
when the time
yeah,
comes,
a year later you're going to do, this is the new Wolverine. It's too, you've just given him a taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't care because I don't like Deadpool, so I'm
Yeah.
not even watching this. It doesn't really do anything.
The only
for
thing
me.
that'll make it worth it for me is if we get him in costume.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you'd be like, okay, at least we got him in the blue and yellow.
Mm.
Or the brown and yellow.
Well, they
That'd be
teased
the only
it.
thing.
They teased it at the end of the second one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's right. That's the
they
only
did
thing that'll
anything
make
with
it worth it for me. If I
The
get to see him
brown
once
and-
in the costume, that'd be cool, I guess.
Brown and yellow costume.
And I also don't want Wolverine in a joke movie.
Yeah. I'd
Well-
like Wolverine just to have his own Wolverine movie with someone that's around.
And they
about
did
5'5".
Cable in a joke movie too, though.
Huh?
They did Cable in the
Yeah, I know. But
Wolverine Deadpool joke movie.
But you had like so many like issues of Deadpool and Cable, like in the comics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but it's
Still not a joke character though.
he is now.
I know.
Oh, Cable. I thought you meant Deadpool.
But
yeah,
yes,
yeah. So
I don't know how,
Deadpool
how
3
anyone's
is gonna have
overly
Wolverine in
excited
it.
by it, but lots of people are.
so is it
way more people.
an MCU or just a Marvel
No, it's
Studios?
No,
one?
whatever Deadpool is, it's in that universe.
Oh, God, okay.
Yeah. Because MCU is still just that one universe in the multiverse. Lots of people are like, oh, Sam Raimi is MCU.
Yeah, nah.
No, MCU is this universe over here.
Tell me
You
where I
tell
came
Dylan.
and visited
Yes.
it, and then went back.
That's right. That's right. Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Universes.
Or multiverses.
The Amazing Universe and the Spectacular Universe.
Oh,
What's still have to watch it.
What?
What?
Deadpool.
oh, yeah. How else am I going to rant if I get
Exactly.
to watch it? At least I'll enjoy it. The ranting part, that is.
I haven't seen any of them.
I didn't mind him. I thought I'd dislike him a lot more.
First one was okay. The second one, Juggernaut looked alright, but a lot of the jokes fell flatter
Yeah.
in the second one than the first one.
I think I liked 2 a little bit more just because there was a bit more serious stuff going on.
Yeah. And I
Like
like
with Cable.
because he works better with more people. That's the problem with the first one. It's just too much Deadpool for me.
He needs like Fall to.
Yeah.
Work off.
Yeah.
It's just too much Deadpool. And you know what it is? I'm not a big fan of Deadpool in general. And I'm not a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. And I know people say he's the perfect Deadpool. But he's just Ryan Reynolds. He's just Van Wilder, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's just fucking shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, I still only seen the
he's
second
not
one
good,
once.
bro.
I think I've seen the first one a couple of times.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I've got a better memory of the first one anyway as well. I don't know.
Domino was excellent in the second one.
Oh, the chick from Atlanta. Yeah, she was good.
It's just alright.
Okay.
The second one did have that fucking annoying kid, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
But he got annoying. Like in Hunt for the Water People, he's not annoying.
No, he's great.
Great.
Yes.
And then that's it.
He's good in Godzilla vs Kong. For a bit.
He's alright.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so good.
That
Yeah.
part of the movie is terrible though. Him with the chick from Stranger Things and the dude from Atlanta. That is horrid. That section of the movie. Besides that, it's a good movie.
Okay.
I mean, any part that isn't Zilla or Kong is a terrible part of that movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans ruined those movies.
I said it earlier.
They just spill some Coke on a console and the whole thing shuts
I
down.
think it was a whiskey. Thank
Oh,
you.
whatever. Like, I'm
It's
pretty sure I've
MacGuffin
spilled
from
stuff
a-
on a keyboard. Just gotta clean it.
Andor. Episode 4.
Um,
How was it?
probably my favourite episode yet. Zero action, but it's got what I sort of want to see a bit more, like the Imperial Intelligence Department, like the white guys. What's his name? Yes.
White officers.
That white
What?
uniform.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, there we go.
They're just setting up
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like with Stalin's character
Yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and
Which
Mon
was very
Mothma.
interesting, right?
Very
Yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
with the wig and
Yeah.
Oh,
his-
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Very,
new
what do you call it?
facade.
Goes into bohemian, like,
Yeah, he's, just
fancy mode.
he's an antiques dealer.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Um,
Well, you got to have a cover, don't you?
Yeah.
It's great.
the security mall cop just getting fired and the Imperials taking over that sector because he was a
Goes
dickhead.
home to mum.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're supposed to, am I supposed to, I don't feel sorry for
No,
this dude.
I hope not.
My only problem is that he's not going away.
I know he's not going away.
I might think the other way. I might think he actually might turn.
I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be a big.
If anything, he's going to
shift.
go. He's going to go bad guy rogue.
Yeah, he's gonna
just
try
be a
and take
little-
him down. 'Cause
Yeah, but like
he'll
at
just
at the very end, like
Nah,
Nah.
he's too much of a poopy pants for that.
Cassian's
Yeah.
got something and he'll let him go. Or
No, he
something
won't.
like
Just
that.
his-
Yeah.
We're talking through the week, man. They could have done that character so much better in different ways. Just
Because he's the kind. He looks like the kind of person he'd be on your team and stab you in the back.
He, I thought about this early in the week. He's just Rimmer from Red Dwarf. Unlikable. Unlikable
That
Rimmer
is
from
so
Red Dwarf.
good. Ah, just needs a H on his forehead. Love it.
C.
Oh, it's so good.
but
Yeah,
I liked
Who's the cat?
I liked seeing different locations.
Yes.
Yeah, we
You
got
like Coruscant, like he goes sees his mum's. Mum's just
Yeah.
living in a block
Oh,
of
he like,
flats,
gets
bro.
in the flat and he keeps going down and
Yeah.
down and down.
The Highlands part. It's just,
Oh, so good.
see something other than goddamn deserts.
It's worth catching up.
Yeah.
Desert or like small town,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like
Outposts
almost
and
western
that,
outpost.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
Coruscant is like
variety.
you're looking down at New York from above, pretty much.
And I did see a shot where, yeah, they shot on location. They found
Yes.
a futuristic looking place in the UK or something, I think.
Yeah.
And they shot on location.
Yeah.
What?
Because it feels so much different to the other Disney Plus Star Wars shows.
Yeah, it's not a warehouse.
Yeah.
And I know
doesn't
for
feel like
me,
it's in a warehouse.
Yes.
it was a 40-minute episode, and when it finished, I'm like, oh, is that it?
I
It
was
did
like
not
that for the
feel
episode.
that long. It felt very short for me.
I didn't expect it to stop where it stopped. I thought there'd be another 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes. I'm like, oh, it's finished already. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Got 3 episodes to watch.
You can spread it out, mate. You don't have to binge it all
Yeah.
at once.
It's a nice
Yeah,
relaxing
but and
watch.
then
Watch one a day.
there's like a new one every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll catch up by.
I want to.
before then. I'll tell you what. Watch 2 before the next one comes out,
I'll try my best.
and then you'll only have to watch another 2, and then by the time.
That's
Yeah.
how maths works.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think a big problem with the show still is that I could care less about him. I think that's
Yeah.
a bit of a problem for me.
Do you reckon it would have been cooler if it was like a new character?
Potentially, yes.
Because it's like mysterious and you don't know who he is and
Yeah.
you're more interested.
Because I'm like, this is just a shitter portrayal.
Yeah.
I don't really like. I don't know.
And it's really too hard to root for him too much because you know what happens to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the other thing is like, he's not going to be in any danger because you know what happens to him.
That's right.
But I think if he had been,
It sounds like a similar
his
Star Wars
origin
story.
was a bit more like he's already fighting the Empire stuff. Like like even if he's by himself, but he's not. He's all just about himself. He's not a freedom fighter.
Yeah,
He's
He's
just
a refugee,
he's
essentially.
Not even. It's
Well,
just
it's like,
dead shit.
yeah. It's like I thought when I was 17, and it's like, no, you were like a cook on a ship, or
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
ran.
I was struggling to get over that preconception that I had from Rogue One. And
That's why
He
he's
could've
so
just- he
callous
could've
and so
just
badass,
been
'cause he's
maybe
seen
he's
some
trying to
shit.
seem hard in front of what's her name.
but in context of that moment, I don't think. Like,
there's
that
another
would be
way.
the
I
truth.
don't know though. Like the way I see the story, I know he is the main character, but I see the story as bigger in regards with Skarsgård and everything like that, more around the rebellion and everything. I know he's the main character, but like, I'd be if he could die in episode 12. You know he's not, but I'm just saying I'd be okay if he died in episode 12 and the story continued on with everything that's happening in the rebellion. I'd have no problems with that because that's the story I want to see. I don't really care too directly about his story. I like everything that's going on. Like,
I want to see more of the Mon Martha stuff.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to, like,
Which
With
one's
a-
that?
The suspect husband.
yes,
Mon Mothma.
the woman that's
She's got like a Justin Bieber haircut.
Okay.
from the original.
The one who went and saw Skarsgård.
Guess that's
The
the
head-
quarter he didn't see.
Yeah. probably. Actually.
We won't say any more then.
Yeah.
But yeah, like her trying to read the rebellion in the Senate while working with the Senate and stuff.
Oh, is that the one that bought?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she had the different
She's the
driver.
senator.
The driver.
Yes.
Yeah, just like the senator.
Well, she has a name and she's my mother.
Yeah, I know. I'm
She's
not
from,
good
like,
at
Return of
names.
the Jedi.
I'm crap at names.
When Buttocks died.
You see, I saw people are freaking out because you're saying one of them's like an antiques dealer, right? In the background of one of his shop or something.
Oh, here we go.
It's like the helmet from The Force Unleashed or something, like Starkiller.
Like, the whole room is
Yeah.
filled with shit.
Oh yeah. Everyone's like, oh, it's canon.
Like, indie stuff too, I think I've seen.
Oh really?
Indiana Jones
Oh, really?
Oh.
I didn't really pay too much
Yeah,
attention
yeah.
because I mean, after
Because I knew straight away, I'm like, oh, everything's going to be something.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Suppose they didn't chuck like an Iron Man helmet in there.
But no, I agree, because all I want is the Rebel stuff and the Imperial stuff. It's what I'm interested in. But if your lead's a bit dull,
Doesn't help her, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, yeah.
you're like, I don't really care. Just give me Monster and Skarsgård. No,
I would have been
their
fine
mission
with them
coming
to-
up seems good
Yeah,
too. Though.
but I would have been fine with them. And that was interesting, him coming into the group and everything like that, and the way...
And they're suspicious like they should be.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
If you're, you know,
3 days out from whatever they're about
Yeah.
to do, and this new guy comes in and he's the one that's going to help them do
Oh,
it.
cool.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, like the crew that he just gets. Yeah, they're.
if you're in a rebellion, yeah, you got to be suspicious of everybody,
Yeah, spies,
no
man.
matter who's vouching
Spies
for them.
everywhere.
That was good.
Yeah, it was my favourite episode yet.
Definitely.
Could have probably done with a little action just to spice things up though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch up.
That was a slap.
That's true.
Okay.
Next.
Moving on to She-Hulk.
I like the episode.
I'm liking the series. This was a good episode.
I'm fairly indifferent to the series, I think.
That's how I feel.
And not even a bad. Indifferent probably leans a bit more to bad, but it's just it's fun.
Part of me was really
Invested.
really happy
Yeah.
that the group didn't turn out to be like just heels. Because at the end, when she transforms down, I'm just waiting for them to turn on her and just like start, you know.
That's where I would disagree.
But I like it. I like it. I don't know, just a bit of happiness.
I like there's a little bit more background and there's a bit more cogs turning in the background as
Yeah.
opposed to just what we're seeing in the front side. We're seeing a bit more of what it's leading towards.
I will say she's the heaviest sleeper in the world. Just shines a flashlight in her face. Doesn't wake up, please. When he gets out of
It's
bed,
the Hulk eyelids.
man, like you
Some
sleep in
people are
bed
heavy
with somebody.
sleepers, though.
I know, but you stir a little when somebody gets up. Generally,
No, but not only that, but
Dylan's
My
like,
experience, nah.
you'd probably notice if you're like,
light, come on.
I'm assuming she got blood drained from her.
Yes.
I'm assuming you'd wake up with that, like,
Yeah,
as opposed to
okay.
a light in the face. Like, if I'm being pricked with a needle, it might wake me up. Just saying.
Find out.
Yeah.
Experiment.
Give your keys, Dave.
Yes. But yeah.
I
It's,
wasn't thinking that hard into it, to be honest.
I told you he was no good.
Obvious, Dave.
No guy's that nice in this TV show.
But yeah, you saw some lesser known villains
yeah, that was cool.
at Blonsky's retreat, which was cool.
So who's the swashbuckler non-matador?
It's the
Matador.
But what's he?
Daredevil? Is it
Okay.
Daredevil? No.
I think it might have been Daredevil.
Yeah. Must be.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I haven't seen him before.
Yeah, Matador, Manbull, Porcupine.
Yeah. And the other one, though, that was a big change, right? Like, I don't think...
Saracen?
Yeah. I don't think he's like a vampire and stuff, isn't he? Something
I think there's... I did a quick Google. I think there's 2 characters called Saracen.
Ah. Because I was like, I don't think
I
he was a vampire.
Yeah, one of them's a vampire, I believe.
I see. That makes more sense then.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, it was cool. Like, because it's written by Zeb Wells. You get a comic dude to come in, and he's
Yeah.
going to use comic, like... They've got a wealth of lame villains,
Yeah.
cheap to do villains.
Yeah, just in all this time, they've never really made it feel like the whole world is populated by superheroes.
No.
That's a
This
good
is like,
thing, though.
This is like the first time you've kind of felt that.
No,
But
but
even
that's
then,
a good thing. You
This is
don't
LA, not New York, so
Yeah.
they're all hanging out on the West Coast.
You don't
There's
want
no heroes there.
you don't want superheroes everywhere, though. You know.
I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. But
But it's one of the things with the show. I'm like, I haven't seen us in court doing stuff, defending villains.
Thank you so
That's what I
much. I
thought
was
I
about
wanted
to
to
get
see.
this.
That's
we
what
have
I want out of
seen no
She-Hulk
court
stuff.
shit
Yeah.
besides the first episode, and then when she got taken to
Yeah.
court. Like, hang on a minute, isn't this a court? What happened to superhero Ally McBeal? Like,
Yeah.
This
How
Oh,
do
she
people
don't know
off?
when she was suing Donny Blaze for Wong.
Okay, so 3 out of
She got
7
Blonsky
so
out.
far.
So that's 4.
Yeah, that was the same episode.
Yeah, like I wanted to see, like, Frogman's peeping Tom or whatever.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
gotta
give
get
me
him off.
maybe some stupid shit.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the fun I wanted from it.
There's 2 episodes left. We haven't seen Frogman yet. He was in the
Yeah.
trailer, so and then Daredevil, but Daredevil's probably gonna be last episode, I think.
and I think officially the show is still called She-Hulk Attorney at Law.
Yes. And isn't that what they hired her for?
Yeah.
So they can get heaps of these clients and make some, like, I would need more of that. I'd rather say, like,
I'd rather watch Harvey Birdman.
yes.
At least they did court scenes. And they used all the characters properly. Well, not properly, but well, they used them.
Because that's just what I want out of a She-Hulk thing. Stupid, silly law cases.
Yes.
And then her dating life. Yes. But it's been a bit maybe too much of that and not enough of the law part.
And we've only got 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're only 28-minute episodes, so it's not like you can jam a lot into these like you could with a 40, 50-minute Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah. The other lawyer chick's done more lawyering.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other one's dodgy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Not her friend, the other lawyer, yeah.
Which one? Oh,
The
the main sort of
The one that
the high level.
the one you
one she
used
hired.
when
The one
Titania
that
was
she
suing her.
thought was friends with. At
Well,
the
she
end.
wants to be friends with.
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, I'm liking the show.
That is what it is.
Yeah, it's an easy watch,
Yeah, it is an easy watch. It's
and that's what you sort of want from it as well.
Yeah, I found the first one or the first 2 maybe were hard to get through. But I'm enjoying it now.
Steph, watch it.
The first one, and no, she did not like it.
Dana overheard the first one. She went, "Man, the overacting in this is disgraceful." I said, "It's Hulks. What do you expect?"
Yeah,
I
my
have no problems
cousins,
with the overacting. It's the CGI is my issue.
cousins don't like it either.
No. What's the consensus in the shop? Anyone?
Oh.
Mixed.
Pretty mixed.
Yeah.
Leaning towards negative,
Yeah,
right?
I would say
Yeah.
it'd be 60-40.
Yeah.
I would say.
What about Andor? The many people spoken about.
Not a lot of feedback just yet. I think same thing. Everyone's like, most people are actually fairly positive, but
It's also
shit, that was boring.
too early. That's all as well. If it's 24 episodes, only been
Yeah, I know,
like 4.
but you got to cook me pretty fast. Otherwise, I'm not going to watch something for 12 episodes.
If you don't like it, yeah.
I know people do that all the time,
Yeah,
but
I don't
I'll
understand.
never be like that.
I don't get that. I'm invested. I'll keep watching it.
Yeah.
Speaking of being forced to watch something that I didn't want to watch, Dave, what was your film flashback this week?
It was the Rocky Horror Picture Show,
The
classified
The-
as musical / horror.
I think it's
I'm
only
gonna say
classes that
something
because
that-
it's in the friggin' title.
Well, Hotel Transylvania doesn't count as a horror because it's
what was
comedy.
horror about? You watched it. I'm going to ask you this.
Oh, it's horrific.
Oh, the bit where
I'm talking to Dave. What was horror about this?
it goes after Eddie. With
Oh, there's a blood.
Yeah,
We don't even see
Oh.
anything. You see
Yeah, I
cordial
know.
drip down.
that's about it.
And would have been so much better if they were eating meatloaf.
They were.
No, it was a leg.
They were eating meatloaf.
I-
Oh, you mean the actual...
Yes, they turned him into
God,
meatloaf. That would have been so much better.
right.
Would have been the only good bit besides the other 2 points.
Because he wasn't really meatloaf just yet.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah,
We called it meatloaf, but he wasn't. Yeah, Bad Out of Hell ain't come out yet.
Yeah, true.
but yeah, I haven't seen it, so first time pretty much.
Oh boy, I tried. I think I got
That's
first
the
time
only
I
thing that
watched
gets
it,
you off.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's
And I
why
don't
said it.
mean you're like off the hook. That's a better way of finishing that sentence. The fact that you hadn't seen, if you'd seen this before and then picked it again,
Oh no, I wouldn't have. But I wanted to. And
experience it.
I'm not a fan of horror.
First time I watched it, I think I got like 50 minutes in.
Did well.
Yeah. Oh my god.
First time I watched it, I think I got about 10. Just the singing, it's shit. It's Susan Sarandon's got a good voice. I was shocked by that, but like the songs aren't great,
Exactly. Yeah. Like if you
and the
ever do-
lyrics aren't anything special. That's why and I wasn't trying to be rude yesterday when you picked me up. I'm like, what is it that you liked about it? Because that's what I was trying to figure out, and you said the songs and the lyrics, and
Yeah.
I was taken
And
aback.
Been very popular for the last 50 years, so
Yeah.
it is good. You
Well,
just
no,
shit.
it's not. It's not.
It is.
Because
I mean, it's not going to
you're-
last that long and be shit. If it was shit, people wouldn't like it.
But there's enough dumb people out there that like shit. Nick, we've worked this through. You're actually in very much the minority of these 5 people here. You're the only one that liked it. So, yeah,
I
that's
did.
fine.
I didn't
And
mind
that's how shit can
Well, no, David
continue
minded.
to... No, he didn't. He said if he'd seen it, he wouldn't have picked it again.
Yeah,
So,
but it doesn't mean I didn't like it.
did you enjoy it?
It was all right.
It was all right. Okay, so...
Like
still
if-
in the minority of...
James likes it. It's just boring.
Yeah, like I would much rather go watch it, which is rare, but I'd much go watch it as a show because I think it's just not a good movie because it's not because that's not the plan. They wanted to make it like a stage show.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what they nailed that brief.
Yeah.
But for me, it just makes for a bit of a boring movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be a bit. I don't know.
I think I'm on the exact same page as you. Everything you just said, I agree with. For me, I mean,
Yeah, I said.
for the listeners out there.
And look, yeah, 100%. Like, there's 1,000 things that I like that a million people don't
Yeah.
like, and that's understandable. There's a lot of people that are going to like this style of thing, and good on them. That's fine. There's no qualms either way. I was just intrigued on what it was that you liked, and it was the exact thing that I didn't like, which I found interesting.
Because people generally like the campness and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
I like
right?
the campness. And, like, I only like this specific version.
Oh, okay. Well,
I won't watch a modern version of this.
is there modern versions of this?
Yes.
Bill?
All the time.
Theatrical?
Yes.
No, like
You
Like
mean
stage
like a
shows.
play?
Of the
stage
show. Yeah, of the stage show.
So you won't go and see the stage show. You
No,
just watch the
'cause-
movie.
I'll go back and watch the original stage show with this cast,
Ah, right.
but I won't watch like Craig McLaughlin or anybody else doing a modern version of this.
Right.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
gotta,
like the
you gotta
specific version of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, you got to have Tim Curry doing it.
Oh, for sure. It's Tim Curry.
fucking
It's
better.
the actual original Magenta and Columbia and Riff Raff.
Right.
Because Riff Raff is the one who wrote it.
Oh, okay.
He wrote it, he directed it, he's the lyricist, it's his show.
Right.
And like, I don't think Barry Bostwick and Susan Sarandon were
they're
the
the
original
only,
play.
Yeah, they're the only new people, really.
Yeah, Rocky was the same. I think was Meatloaf in the original
No.
play?
No. Because it's English originally.
Yeah. But I like the original cast. I like the songs. I like the campiness of it. But this specific version of it, if I could go back in time and watch the original stage show, I would with this cast. But I won't because they did a new TV version of this a few years ago.
Right.
Had Victoria Justice's thingy and a bunch of other people. I didn't like, and it had Tim Curry in it as well, playing the professor or the professor because he's in a chair now, and it's but I won't watch that just because I like this specific version of the show.
I do like that. Like,
So what version did you like?
the-
This one.
Yeah, this specific
I
version.
really like the alien bit and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the first time you watch that, you're like, the first?
Yeah,
You know,
it was
like,
great.
it's ridiculous. Because it's supposed to be taking the piss out of 50s,
Horror movies.
yeah. Sci-fi and stuff, right?
Right.
Just with the sexual element,
Yeah.
I guess.
Like I can see what you mean about it's not a movie. It is
Yeah, 'cause
a
it's
film.
not.
It is a
They
stage
filmed
show,
a play.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get that. But yeah,
I don't mind it, but it's dull at times.
Yeah.
But though he's great. I really like Frankfurt is excellent.
Yes.
Like, yeah, Tim Curry's excellent. I did.
chewing the scenery.
Yeah,
so
he's
it's-
excellent. But I like Riff Raff as well. I like Susan Sarandon and Briar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Like Rocky is is the worst.
Oh,
Not the worst, and he's not even bad. He's just the weakest. Is the word I'm looking for.
Well, he
like-
doesn't talk in there because he's just a model that.
Yeah.
act.
His singing is bad. Like Rocky's the weakest part of the whole thing, but overall, I'm a big fan of this. So, yeah.
I could probably go easily the rest of my life without watching it. But at the same time, if someone's like, we're going to watch it, I'd be like, fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm fairly indifferent.
And I've watched this a bunch of times, and I've listened to the soundtrack a lot on its own because I'm a big fan. So
Because I think there's some smart lyrics in there.
I had the subtitles on because Dana just they happened to be on, and I saw all the lyrics, and the last song sounded like Pink Floyd if Pink Floyd was shit. Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's all right. This is what it is. Not everyone's gonna have the same opinions on everything. So yeah.
Indeed.
I also don't like musicals that much. I don't like, and Dave even said there's a bit of it in this, but I don't like sing talking. I don't see a point of it. I think it's stupid. I can handle when a musical is funny, like Book of Mormon, because it's funny songs and stuff like that, and like South Park movie, and I can handle when there's music in like Spinal Tap and stuff. Like Spinal Tap's my favourite movie. There is music in that, but it's not a musical.
do you like Little Shop of Horrors?
I kind of know it, but if it's a musical, then I don't remember it.
It's got horror.
With Rick Moranis?
Yeah, I know it, but I don't remember seeing it. If it's
Right, yeah.
I haven't seen it
It's
yet.
got horror in the title. Maybe you should pick it. Then.
No.
So no, I probably is it Steve Martin as well?
Steve Martin's got a scene in it, yes.
Yeah. See, I was probably saw it on TV as a kid. Didn't see the whole movie, just saw bits and pieces or something. But yeah, I don't remember songs in it. So if it's a musical, then I definitely haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd like that either then.
That's probably why I haven't gone to seek it out.
That's great.
It's great.
Okay.
I'm going to give it 9. I really love it.
I'd be 5.
That's fine.
Oh god. How did you have no idea what to give it?
I'll give it a 6. Same boat as Stroff here. Like, if someone said, "Oh, we're going to watch it," it's like, yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
fine.
All right.
Yeah. 3-ish. 2 of that's for Susan Sarandon.
I was going to give it a 1 because I didn't like anything about it.
Yeah, well, I
Like
don't
nothing.
yeah, that's fine.
You don't like cleavage?
Doesn't make a movie
You said 1.
Well, it is funny. I'm like, I was watching, like, Dana, I watched it, I'm like, thank God Susan Sarandon's in a bra in this new movie. She's like, it's not enough. I said, well, Muscle Boy. No, it's not enough.
So a 1, okay.
No, 1, that's fine. You can pick 1.
Yeah,
It's
it's
no,
okay.
By mean I was going to give it a 1, I mean I'm giving it a 1.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
1 it is.
So what? Double trouble or this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. Can I just slip my wrist?
No.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
Yeah, I want to know now.
Yeah. I want to see if I can get lower.
Is there singing in Double Trouble? Because I only got 10 minutes into that. I didn't even watch that shit.
No, I would rather this. Because this at least has some kind of goddamn production value to it.
Yes.
That is very, very fair.
Yeah.
That is it.
All right. I'll keep digging. I'll see how low I can go.
Compared to Double
Carry
Trouble,
alone, how could it not?
it's astounding.
Alright, what about Disenchanted? Because you hated that. Oh,
Enchanted.
Enchanted.
I think you said you'd rather watch Double Trouble over Disenchanted.
Enchanted.
Enchanted.
Enchanted, whatever.
Disenchanted is the sequel.
That's right.
And that shan't be getting watched. Gotcha. What's the
Nah,
question?
I'm pretty sure you said
Enchanted.
you'd rather
or
watch.
Enchanted?
Oh, Rocky or Enchanted?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've raised the blade straight away.
No, that's not an option.
Yeah.
Probably Rocky. I think it's shorter.
Is it?
It's an hour 20. Yeah.
It's hour 35, actually.
Nitton?
Can we please pick a freaking horror movie?
Nitton's going to pick a horror movie.
I
This is
know,
Nitton.
he's the horror king. That's why I'm just hoping. Because that's the other reason
Now
I
I'm
got
not,
marked
just to
down.
fuck with you.
Hotel Transylvania.
It's not a horror movie.
Okay, Little Shop of Horrors now.
It's horror movie because it's so horrible.
I'm picking a movie that came out this year. I haven't seen it. It's called X. It's set in the 70s about a group that hire a farmhouse to make a porno. The proprietor finds out and then violence ensues apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. So I wanted to watch it. It's called X.
What's it on?
Plex.
Cool.
Alright.
Works for me. I think I've got that.
Excellent.
Paid my monthly subscription to that. X.
X.
Cool.
X, just the letter X.
The letter X.
Not EX. It's just X.
It's X.
Okay.
Is it on Shudder or anything else like
No.
that for any of the people that may be intrigued?
No,
Fine.
it's very new, so it's sort of
Yeah.
rental at the moment.
Oh, okay. Or you could go to some certain bay.
If you like. Yeah. That's what I'm
Cool.
thinking.
X. Bring it
So I
on.
haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's good or not.
Okay.
Adam just told me he watched it. I was like, oh, I'm watching that next week, I think.
And it's from A24 Studio, so they usually do good-ish horror movies.
So,
Yeah, he liked it.
okay. Interesting.
Which is always a bit suspect.
Yeah, he likes everything, right?
No, he likes weird
But he-
shit.
Eclectic taste.
Yeah, but he watches stuff known as terrible and can enjoy
Yeah.
it for its terribleness and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. He's got an
Which I
open
don't
mind.
understand.
She does.
Okay, I hope this one is good.
Half porn,
Hey,
half
hey.
horror.
So
Can't be
70s, gonna get some bush. Can't go wrong.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how much nudity is in it, but
Oh, sorry, I just-
I just said I haven't seen it.
Oh, I just thought it was out in the woods.
You said the P word, man.
Okay.
You did.
It's not. It's called X. It's not rated X.
No, but you said porno.
I would be very shocked if there wasn't a boob scene, just because of
Yeah.
Yes.
what they're trying to
Yeah.
replicate.
And
right?
also horror.
yeah, at
tends
that
to-
time, there was always boobs. That was the deal, right? As a kid, not only do you get to see some people get stabbed, you get to see some boobies. And like when you're 10, and we didn't have the internet back then, those boobies would last for ages.
As long as the Sears catalogue.
Thank you for joining us. With that, we will leave you, so you don't have to suffer through any more of this.
It's just got to get better after we turn off the camera.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, I got to get up that. This seat is smashing my buttocks.
On that note,
Yes.
see you next week, baby.
Bye.
All right.